Alright guys, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do this tonight. That's right, Brian. We save the best for last. We're going to look at Liberty Square, Frontierland,
last call, secure all cargo, all passengers aboard. Cargo secure, all passengers boarded, sir. All hands stand by. Engine room, reverse 1/4. Cast off Belle line.
Hi guys, let's enjoy the ride.
Engine room, ahead 1/4. Sound last bell.
Enjoy the Liberty Belle Riverboat.
Leadman, sound off. Give me a depth reading by the mark.
By the mark. Halfway. Mark 1. Mark 2. Mark 3. Mark 4.
Mark 4. Engine room, ahead 3/4. Stand by.
Nico the Greco, good morning.
Captain.
Welcome in.
Welcome aboard the Liberty Belle. I'm your captain, Horace Bixby, and my pilot with me here on the Texas deck is a young cub that goes by the name of Sam Clemens. Hey, he's marking his 100th voyage down the river today with great calamity on his watch so far. Sam knows this river like his own.
Well now, I always figure it is better to keep your mouth shut and appear stupid than to open it and remove all doubt. But I will tell you this, I love this river more than anything else. I've loved this river, even from the time I was a toddler back in Missouri. Before we get too much further out of port, I think I should mention that you best not be sitting on those handrails. They're the only thing between you and the river, and the river don't always take kindly to uninvited guests. We've also had reports of river pirates operating in the vicinity, so I wouldn't lean out beyond those rails for that reason either. Now, for those of you on the port side, that river town we're passing is Frontierland. A few years back, it was no more than a boom town carved out of the wilderness by a handful of settlers looking to start a new life. Today, utility and decorum are running rampant. Oh, it still has its share of footloose travelers, keelboaters, prospectors, and an Indian or two, but mostly it's flush time and well on its way to becoming a fine big city. Frontierland reminds me some of my own hometown, Hannibal. It takes me back to when I was a barefoot boy growing up alongside the riverbanks. You know, it seems to me that when I was younger, I could remember everything, whether it happened or not. But as I grow older, I seem to remember only the things that never happened at all.
there's Big Thunder. Currently down for a refurbishment.
That island over across the way on the
It's a
starboard
great
side
view
was
going
my
by.
stomping grounds when I was young. Exceedingly young.
Arjon, good morning. Welcome in.
Young by hundreds of years. Younger than I will ever be again. It's called Tom Sawyer's Island and is named for a friend from my boyhood. Even today, the only way we can get there is by raft. Old man Harper's grain mill is there, back in the woods just off Tom's Landing. And that's Muck Potter's pond and his windmill. We almost hanged Muck once. And there's Huck's Landing. I always did like Huck. He could swear just wonderful. He and Tom and I spent most of our wild and reckless youth exploring that island. Lots of caves, lots of adventure, if you know where to look. And we all knew where to look. And that's Superstition Bridge. It connects the Big Island and the Little one. And if you follow the Wilderness Trail there, it'll lead you right up to the gates of Fort Langhorne. It's the last trading outpost before we head into Indian country.
Track, it looks really nice and new. I guess they did say that's what they're doing. I wonder if we'll get a train going by. There's some workers working on the work.
Look who's drifted out of the bayou. On the port, Captain. It's Beacon Joe.
Old Beacon's been marking this river for longer than I can remember. Every time the river cuts a new channel, Old Beacon puts out a marker to let us know whether it's safe to travel or not. However, the sand here has been bragging that if push came to shove, he can navigate the Liberty Belle on a heavy duty. Isn't that so, Jack?
Well, I was born humble, Captain, but mostly it's worn off. Captain, Indian village to port.
Now that's something you don't see much out this way. That's an Algonquin Indian village. Looks to be from the Powhatan tribe. But usually they stay further east. I've seen Seminole and Miami this far west. And of course Shoshone, Blackfeet, and Crow, but I've Never seen any dolphins out here.
Lots of game out this way. I've seen moose and deer and plenty of other critters along the shoreline.
That could be why the pelicans are out this far. You know, just following the food trail. Riverboat was a comet of the sun. Just beyond the village, up that hill, is their sacred burial ground. And those who fall in battle place atop the traditional bed of death. After nightfall, they will return to mourn the great warriors who brought honor to the tribe.
Attention deck watch. Shoals to port starboard. Engine room, steady on.
We're entering shallow water, but there's no cause for worry. Sam knows every shoal and shallow, every snag and sandbar in this part of the river, and he'll navigate us through to safe water. You wouldn't steer us wrong, would you, Sam?
I believe we ought never to do wrong, Captain, especially when others are looking. Leadsman, sing out.
Waterless be.
Those of you that have been this way before know that the water can get fairly shallow along this stretch of the river. The leadsmen call out the deck. Each mark is a fathom or 6 feet. Mark 20 is 2 fathoms, and for us that means safe water.
Captain, we're passing Cutthroat Corner. Attention deck crew, stay alert. If there's river pirates out here, this is where they'll most likely be. I can hear them from here. After all the commotion, it sounds like their interests lie elsewhere. If you folks on deck look past the trees on the island, that's Fort Langhorne. Most of these old forts started out as trading posts. Then as settlers started heading west, the army came in and took them over. My feeling is, these days, there's a lot less frontier and a lot more civilization than is truly necessary. Leadsman, give me a depth reading. Sing out.
By the mark, halfway, northward, halfway,
say it was built on sacred Indian burial grounds, so now it's filled with spirits. If you ask me, I'd say the ones telling those tales are the ones filled with spirits. If you want proof, just ask them. They got it. Not 100 proof, I reckon. And whatever you do, don't strike any matches if they ain't agreed in your direction. You won't just be seeing ghosts, you'll be joining. We're approaching Liberty Square, which is home port for us. We'll be putting into dock shortly, so those of you on the upper two decks might be of a mind to collect all your parcels and head to the lower deck. If you got youngins, you'll want to take them in hand before they get out of hand. On behalf of the captain, myself, and the crew, thanks for flying the waterways with us. I hope I see you next time around the riverbed.
Thanks, Sam, and thank you, everyone, for traveling the rivers of America with us today.
Engine room. Approach levee at 1/4 steam. Man the bow line. Purser, checks rate and cargo. All hands prepare to dock. All passengers, stand by to go ashore.
Welcome back to Liberty Square. At this time, please gather your personal belongings and take small children by the hand as you make your way down the stairs to the lower deck to exit. Our one and our only exit is downstairs, which is at the bottom of the boat, which is downstairs, which is where our exit is.
Oh, awesome.
Please watch your step as you exit and enjoy the rest of your day here at Magic Kingdom.
And we're back, guys. Coming back into port. Into the Liberty Square. We're gonna wait here until that we can go down the stairs. Just take in this view for uno momento. Oh, these stairs aren't crowded. It's a little look at Tom Sawyer Island. How'd the stream do on that, guys? It looked like the signal held really well on my end. I don't know how it was for you guys.